Hello, this is the data collection video. So there will be two views of the camera. One is this arm that is recording top down. Okay, so you can see this is my finger going in. All right. And the other one would be from the laptop, which I will angle now because I don't think you need to see my face to show you how it looks like. All right. So you can see the nail from two different perspectives. Okay. And you should be able to take your data. So I have already set up the paper and the nail in such a way where it obeys what they want from us. Okay. It says that the nail should be perpendicular to the line on the sheet of the paper. So please read the instruction. I have tried my best. This means that due to the magnetic field of the earth, my paper is at a weird angle, okay? Because I cannot change the orientation of my house. So I'm going to continue. Okay, so with this apparatus shown in figure 2.3, so if you're wondering what I'm reading at, just give me a sec. I will look it up for you. Here. Okay, so with the apparatus set up as shown in figure 2.3, position the magnets on the sheet of the paper as shown. So this is what I will do. Okay, and then you just read and follow along lah. Okay, so South Pole, which is blue, will be up here. Okay, you can see the magnet is responding to it. And the North Pole, which is red, will be here. Okay, just going to align this so we can read the poles. Okay, so you can see the nail is a little bit deflected. So we'll carry on with the instruction. And you are encouraged to read it so that you are more independent rather than relying on my narration. Okay, so to allow you to measure X and look at your angle appropriately in your projector, I will now zoom in on this camera. Sorry, this camera. Okay, I'm going to zoom in now. Okay, you can see I have zoomed all the way in, and you are now ready to take the first reading of X. I also guess if you disagree with my setup, you can't do anything now, can you? So just take the first reading of X. Okay, so pause the video, take the first reading of X, and we will now continue to the next part of the data collection. So this one requires you to move the wooden rod so the rod makes 30 degrees from the line. Okay, so I will try to do so. Okay, so this is the best view that I can afford for you to measure theta. Okay, measure the first value of theta. Pause the video and measure the first value of theta. C part 1. This is C part 1. Alright, we're going to scene change again so that we can continue the experiment. Okay, our scene has changed once again, and now we are going to measure C part 2, which is theta. Sorry, I meant D part 2, which is T. Time taken for one complete cycle is T. By timing several of these complete cycles, determine an accurate value for T. So I will oscillate the nail for 3 times and you will take out a stopwatch. So bring your own stopwatch party, okay? So take out your stopwatch. There. Okay lah, I don't want to disturb this one. Okay, take out your stopwatch and do the experiment. Okay? So use your phone or stopwatch. I will begin now by rotating the nail at the angle that they want and then releasing it. Get ready your stopwatch. Okay, that was the first one. If you don't like the first reading, I will repeat the experiment again. This is the second reading. Oops. Okay, choose whichever perspective you like to measure the period. Okay, I'm going to repeat again the same reading the third time. Same reading the third time. Okay, I am not sure if 3 is enough for you, but feel free to skip ahead if you feel that the reading suffices. I will just do one more time for good luck. Alright, fourth reading for the same experiment. Go. Alright, so I have 4 readings and I'm satisfied. I hope you are. Please feel free to replay and take your own timing for the oscillation. I will repeat the experiment and do the second part now. Okay, now we're going to do E part 1, right? So let me arrange my camera a bit so you can see. Alright, so E part 1 is saying that we will take out the camera from the loop and replace it. Alright, so this is what I'll do. I will take this camera too many cameras here. Take this nail and flip it. Of course, the nail is going to align in the opposite direction. Okay, so this will be T. This is E part 2. Okay, if you're confused, always look at the timestamp. This is E part 2. I have reverse flipped the nail. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat D to measure the time taken for complete cycles. Okay, as usual, when we time oscillation, you know what to do. I'm going to rotate this by 45 degrees approximately. So this one looks like 20 to me. So I'm just going to bring this to 65-ish. Okay, first reading. Okay, hopefully this is enough. Now second reading. I'm gonna have this at approximately 65. This is second reading. Okay, we shall continue to the third reading, my bad. Third reading, around 65. So time your oscillations accordingly. Okay, and we're going to move on to the fourth reading soon. Okay, so this is the fourth one. Again, I will twist the nail and I'll release. Fourth reading for T. After the nail is reversed. Okay, we already have 4 readings for the value of theta equal to 30. All right, you know what to do with the 4 reading. You can choose to use 1, use 2, use all. They are best practices. I hope you don't make any mistakes and lose marks from that. We're going to go to part F, where we will change the angle of this wooden rod here, to approximately 60 degrees. So hang on while I scene change to do that for you. Okay, you know what I think you should see me rotate this. Okay, so I'm going to increase the angle to approximately 60 degrees and adjust the docucam so that you can see the angle without turning the nail. And as you can see, this experiment so many problems. Okay, so please write in the comment section what are the limitations and how do we improve, or try to improve, I guess. Oh no, the nail is so far away. So I'm gonna gently bring the nail back in. Okay, so I'll scene change and adjust the docucam so you can see better, and also adjust the nail a little bit. Okay, I guess my elevation device is blocking you, but doesn't matter. You can look at the docucam. All right. I know definitely there's a problem reading theta. So just try your best to read the value of theta based on the angle that is given to you. There's a very large and thick limitation here that you can write. and also suggest a way of improvement. So pause the video to take a reading for theta now. Okay, so once you're done, I'll rearrange my desk so that you can see the oscillation better for the second round of readings. Okay, we are back at the top-down setup and the side view. Okay, so again, ready your stopwatch. I am going to now repeat the whole entire experiment after I adjust the angle a bit for you. Okay, so use whichever angle or whichever camera view that helps you so that we can measure the value for T1, T with the nail another way around another T and repeat the experiment again for the value of this rod being 60 degree. Okay, so I'm going to now rotate another 45 degree for us. This looks like around 25. So 25 plus 45 is around 70. So it's just approximately there. Just give me a sec. I'm trying my best to not have any force on release. Give me a sec. I think I have to use my fingers. So roughly there, roughly 70. Okay, so first reading for oscillation, theta is 60. Go. Okay, we're done with the first one. So now second reading for theta is 60, oscillation of the nail, go. All right, third reading. As usual, I will take 4 and you get to decide which one you want to use and how many to use. Okay, because some of you might be unsatisfied with the way I'm conducting it, but too bad because you are doing this virtually, so we just try our best lah. That's what we can all hope from each other. All right, fourth and final reading. Okay, so this is the nail in a particular direction. We're going to repeat again for 4 readings for T when I reverse the nail direction. So the head of the nail will now point to south. Head of the nail will point here. Okay. So I think that is 4 readings of T and we have enough. I'm going to take the nail and reverse it and then let the nail chill a bit first. Okay, so now we're going to rotate the nail 45 degrees roughly and see it oscillate. Okay, so I'm seeing that this nail is already around 45, so I will just rotate it to the line. They say approximately only ma. Okay, reverse nail, theta 60. Let's go. That was the first value of T. Second value of T for a reverse nail for theta is 60 will be now. So think about all the limitations you can write based on what you're observing right now in the video while you measure the period. Okay? So one more thing I want to point out is the reason why I have this side view here with my webcam, although it's a bit grainy, this one, is I hope to be able to capture that this mark is more or less on top of the dot, because you can't really tell from this camera. Okay, this camera is angled in such a way that it's slightly tilted, so there's definitely parallax error that cannot be avoided so that the wooden rod does not come into the way of you observing the oscillation. All right, so that was intentional. Okay, so now we're ready for the third reading. Okay, so I'm going to rotate another 45 degree, which is about flat here. Let go. Third reading for T. Reverse nail. Okay, and finally, fourth and final reading for period. 60 degree, nail reversed. Okay, do observe that the nail, the marking here is on top of the nail, or as close as I can make it. Alright, so that's all the readings of T that you need. I have given you 4 each. So in total, I have given you 16 reading for T in different orientation. You should be able to use them to complete your experimental report. Also watch the video and think about all the limitations that's happening right now. Cool. All right, so with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you. You can't really see me anyway. Too bad. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Write your report.